Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Bree. Welcome back to my channel.
Don't play with it, don't be the size.
Today I wanted to do a little sit down video, but I thought it would be funny to read some Am I the Asshole things and see if people are assholes, because they probably are. Am I the asshole for ignoring our daughter's inconvenient boundary? First of all, that's toxic. Okay, my wife, 39 female, and I, 36 female, have a daughter, technically my stepdaughter, but I raised her since she was 5. She's 19 female. She's picked up a new and problematic issue since she was last home for an extended period of time surrounding laundry. Basically, she has established a boundary where nobody is to touch her clothes. Her reasoning is that she's concerned something will go missing / get damaged, thinks it's just gross for us to go through her stuff, and is an adult who deserves privacy. That's true. All fine. We have 3 young children in our home, 9 female, and 2 male. So plenty of washing to keep us entertained. The issue is that she has a habit of monopolishing washing facilities to the extent where we've effectively prevented from being able to go get any other laundry done. For example, last weekend she put a wash in before work and hung it out on the line around 11 a.m. She then left for work 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Her wash dry was within an hour, and obviously she wasn't going to be back all day. We had a few days worth of washing to get through, so my wife took everything off the line and folded it. We got through 5 other loads that day. She was not happy when she got home and said that she'd be very clear that we weren't to touch her things. Explained the situation above, she said it was first come, first served, not something we've ever said. And that since the next day was due to be nice also, we should have just waited to get it through the next day. That really pissed us off. We've offered her a weekly laundry day where we'll avoid using the machine so she can have freedom to do as she pleases on that day, but she said once a week won't cut it. Fair enough, but there are 5 other people in the house that need clean clothes, bedding, towels. Other than that, all we can really suggest is that she keeps on top of her washing. If she's at home, we'll ask her to clear her clothes from the washing machine. Line is needed, but any 19-year-old, she has a social life, work, commitments, and is often busy. She's upset because she says we're not respecting her boundaries, whereas we pointed out that while don't move my clothes is objectively reasonable, it's not fair for her to do so at the inconvenience of everyone else in her home. Essentially, the last conversation we've had ended up with her in tears because we said as long as situations like Saturday keep occurring, we'll continue to move her stuff. Just FYI, we do fold her clothes carefully and leave them in a basket in a communal living area so they're kept together in good condition, and we're not going in and out of her room. We normally have a good relationship with her, so this is all unusual. We've asked her if everything else is okay, and she says yes and seems otherwise normal in and of herself. She's normally reasonable, so are we being unreasonable? You know, after reading that, no. At first, I was like, the parents are freaking out a little bit too much, saying that she's so inconvenient, she's so problematic, and using quotation marks. Like, they're not taking her seriously. I'll be honest, I do the same thing. I will leave shit in the washer or the dryer, and I will go to work all day, all night, come back home, not do it until the next day. My dad has laundry to do too, so he will take my stuff out sometimes and throw it on my bed. So, I don't think they're the asshole, no, because I understand where she's coming from with her privacy and stuff, but she has to understand that there's a lot of other people in the house and they need to do their laundry too. She can't be the only clean one up in there. And she should be lucky that her parents fold her clothes, at least, for her and put them somewhere. Am I the asshole for planning a second birthday party after my boyfriend disregarded what I wanted? My boyfriend, I'll call him Alex, wanted to plan my birthday dinner this year. I was not keen on this because I hate making a big scene and he likes it also. I had a restaurant in mind already. I basically already knew what I wanted and I just wanted to do that. Alex said he at least wanted to plan / host it. I said okay. I gave him all the information on what I wanted. Mind you, my dad always pays for my birthday dinners. We're not big on gifts, so he normally just picks up the tab for whatever celebration I have instead. So when I had thought about what I wanted, budget had not been an issue. Alex was very secretive during the planning, but he said I would love what he planned, and considering I had written out a full page of what I wanted, I didn't think anything of it. But when he drove me to the dinner, it was at a completely different restaurant, one I don't hate, but certainly not where I want my birthday. He invited some of his friends who I don't like, and had decorated the table even though we were eating in the main part of the restaurant, which drew unnecessary attention. I was horrified. I went into the bathroom, had a little cry, and then pretended to have a fun evening even though all my friends knew this would upset me. I told Alex afterward how upset I was, and he was offended. He said he couldn't afford the party I wanted, so he'd planned an alternative, which I think is a stupid excuse because I never asked him to pay. Eventually, I settled it saying I appreciate the effort, but in the future I'll be planning my own events. So I did. I planned to do over dinner at the place I wanted, with the guest list I wanted, and the menu I wanted. Alex is really mad about this, saying it's embarrassing for him. I think he had the dinner he wanted because a dinner that didn't take into account what I wanted was not for me. And now I'm having the dinner I want. He's not really letting it go, and his friends agree. I'm humiliating him. Am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. He's the asshole. Because your birthday is about you. Her birthday should have been about her. And you gave him every detail that you wanted it, how you wanted it to be. He should have made it how you wanted it to be. It's not his birthday. It's not his day. He doesn't get to choose this. And I'm sorry that you even had to plan a do-over dinner because it should have been done in the first place correctly and not made you have a bad dinner with attention that you didn't want and you just wanted like a chill dinner. And he did all that for what? Invited people that you didn't even want there. Yeah, that was his dinner, girl. That was not yours. No, she is not the asshole. And I would never let him plan anything ever again. Ever. Am I the asshole for not supporting my ex when she told me she has cancer? I broke up with my ex of 11 years 2 months ago because I found 11 years. God. Found out that she cheated on me and broke all contact with her and even blocked her number. Good for you. This wasn't the first time she cheated, and I told her I was done. I told her I didn't want any contact because I couldn't trust her. She used her mother's sickness as an excuse. She said she was with her to help her out, but was with another guy. When I confronted her with this, she started lying about everything. Never came forward until I showed her I had proof. No remorse at all. A few weeks ago, she called me from a different number to congratulate me on my birthday. I told her I didn't need and didn't want her to congratulate me. She then told me she needed some stress relief and asked me to I said I wouldn't do it and couldn't even stand the idea of kissing her. Might be TMI, but I just wanted to show that at no point I showed conflicting signs of a chance to get back together. I'm sad, disappointed, and angry. A couple days ago, she sent me an email that just said, I have cancer. Missed a couple episodes. I feel really bad for her. I don't know if it's true or not, but on one hand, she did a breast exam because she had a lump a few weeks ago, but on the other hand, she cheats and manipulates. Anyway, I feel like I should support her, but honestly, I don't think I have to, and for the sake of my mental health, I believe I should stay away. It's not like I abandoned her because of it, so I took a couple of days thinking about it, and in the end, I just replied to the email saying, I'm sorry, hope everything turns out okay. She cheated on me, but why do I feel so bad for not supporting her now? Am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. You are not obligated to be there for her because she cheated on you multiple times. You do not deserve that. If you still want to be there for her after all the shit that she put you through, I'm sorry that she has cancer. If she does, if she doesn't, could be lying like you said. That's not your fault. It's not your fault she has cancer. It's not your fault that she cheated on you. It's not your place to take care of her now. Her own actions have her own consequences, and no, you're not the asshole. No. Cheaters just boil my blood. That's all I'll say about that. Am I the asshole for leaving my friend's sleepover because she was on the phone with her boyfriend the whole time? Last weekend, I'm 18 female, went to a sleepover with my friend's house, 18 female. She invited me to it around a week prior, saying that we need to catch up with each other since we haven't went to the same school in around 4 years. I agreed with her and told her that I would come solely because I missed her a lot, and at one point in my life she was my best friend. But after middle school ended, we went our separate ways. We grew apart and slowly stopped reaching out to each other and only started talking back just a couple months ago. When I first arrived to her house for the sleepover, she was already on the phone with her boyfriend, 19 male, and barely even noticed me walk into her house. The door was open because when I texted her that I was on the way, she told me the door would be unlocked and I could walk right inside. I was trying to get her attention, and when I finally did, all she did was give me a wave and continue to talk with her boyfriend on the phone. I found it pretty weird that she didn't give an actual greeting, but just shrugged it off because I thought she would get off the phone with them soon. She pointed me into the direction of her room so I could drop my stuff off, so I did just that. When I came back to the living room and tried to start a conversation with her, she would just shut me down and continue to talk to him. After a couple hours of her barely even talking to me just to talk to him, I grabbed my bags and left without saying a word to her. She texted me around an hour afterwards asking me why I left, and I responded to her saying that I left because I didn't want to have a sleepover with someone who was just on the phone with their partner the whole time. I also told her that the whole sleepover was just a disappointment and for her to never invite me to one again. She took offense to this and told all of our mutual friends about it, with some of them blocking me and calling me self-entitled, and even had her boyfriend text me saying that I messed up and need to apologize, while my family thinks I'm not in the wrong at all and did the right thing. But honestly, I don't know. So am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. I don't like when people do that either. Like, why do you even need me? I would have done the same thing. Or I feel like you maybe could have said something to her before you just left, but I understand if you're just waiting, she ain't doing shit, and just leave. But I would have probably just been like, hey, listen, like, can you get off the phone? So I'm sorry that your mutual friends and everybody is taking her side, because I know those situations. Okay, that is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if this is gonna flop or be a good video, but I was just bored and I wanted to read that. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys think that those people are the assholes or not, if you agree with me. We will discuss it in the comments, but I will see you guys in the next video.